that's right. I really, immensely, incredibly appreciate your honesty. You must have to go through like fail that flat. 20 minutes. No, I was just
First full day in Zion. Yesterday was my fourth time making the 3 flights it takes to get from Tennessee to here. And my parents went with me this year. I was very proud of them. They didn't misbehave once, and I didn't have to separate them on the flight. So they're really growing up. Very proud. Went smoothly again. As usual, again, I procrastinated packing until the very night before. But I don't know, I'm used to it by now. So like everything is in a central location. I just grab it and go. On the ride in, it was exactly what I hoped for. My parents were glued to the car windows. They've never been out west. So the landscape just blew them away. My dad, and I knew he would be like this too, was because he and I are the same. We're both kind of nerds. And so he was fascinated by the geology of the place, which I am too. It's a fascinating place. Again, as usual, did our checked into the hotel, took the shuttle all the way up to Sinawava and did the river walk, just to get a feel for the color in the canyon and just to say hi to the Narrows. We're good friends, the Narrows and I. We've been through a lot together. Once again, my parents were just blown away by the magnitude of the place. It's something that I know I've said it before, but you just cannot capture scale in images, at least if you don't have a point of reference like a person in there, which is not ideal for landscape. But it was overcast yesterday, so even though it was pretty, they didn't get a good sense of the reflected light that Zion is best known for. My mom, she said she wanted to stay in the hotel room some days and just get on the porch and read a book. I told her that was not an option when we were in Zion, so we'll see. Today, it started out clear this morning, but by sunrise it was overcast. I went to the Towers of the Virgin just in case, hoping the sun might slip through. It did actually for about a minute, and then cloud covered it all up again. I was wanting to shoot a time lapse on my GoPro, and I accidentally switched it to just picture mode, so I took a single picture instead of a time lapse. So that was nice. And because it was overcast today, I tend to, when it gets overcast, just like a big softbox in the sky, evenly illuminating everything. So my saying is, start to look at your feet when that happens. Just look down. Look at the compositions, much more intimate scenes. And because, again, it's a big softbox in the sky, a lot of times you'll have some very pleasing light. So I came up to the upper east side to get away from the crowds, and you're more likely to find those compositions in the washes up here. Got a few of those this morning. So far today, I've exposed 6 sheets on 3 compositions, so hopefully those turned out well. Really straightforward metering because the light's so even. My parents loved it up here. I want to say even more so than the main canyon, just because of the freedom to kind of explore. That's so unusual. If you're coming from Tennessee, a lot of the trails up there, you can't get off the trail because the woods are so dense. So this ability to explore, I think, really resonated with them. They enjoyed that. I kind of abandoned them for the last 45 minutes or so. They're in the car right now. I'm exploring a place I've never been to in the park. And I'm going to leave it kind of a mystery because long term, next year, and for half a day this trip, I've kind of got big plans for this particular hike. So yeah, I'm going to leave it a secret. Hopefully everything will turn out and I'll be able to show you guys that a little bit later on. So yeah, it's about 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to venture back into the main canyon. I'd love it for it to actually rain, and maybe the clouds get lower and cover up some of the higher peaks in the main canyon. Maybe offer some interesting black and white shots. We'll see. But as usual, just another great day in Zion. They asked me, it's my 4th year here. They asked me if I ever get tired of it, and no, it just gets better all the time. So let's go see what else we can find.